Hello, this is Eccentric Spirit. I hope you can hear me. I'm out here chilling. Uh-oh, I think you saw my little feet there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's my New Balances. Yes, my name is Eccentric Spirit. I'm really excited tonight because I'm here on the East Coast. Come midnight, Quavo, his, uh, his music's dropping. It's a tribute to Takeoff, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm out here chilling, relaxing, enjoying the night. Everybody's out here. It's nice weather. I hope you can hear me. Again, my name is Eccentric Spirit. I'm new to content creation. I've been wanting to do it since 2018. I wanted everything to be perfect. I wanted to look perfect. I wanted to have the perfect clothes. I wanted my hair perfect, my makeup perfect, the timing to be perfect, and now it's 2023. And I just celebrated my birthday a few days ago, and I'm like, it's now or never. I just have to get out and do it. I've been trying to learn how to do live content, but I've been struggling. And so every time I try to go live, it doesn't work. So basically, I've been able to do 30-minute, maybe like a little like 30 to 35-minute videos and upload them. So that's what I'm going to start doing. I did a video that was like an hour. And I tried to edit it and all that, make it perfect. Oh my goodness. I wasn't able to finish it. My first video I did was on Mother's Day. I was celebrating my first Mother's Day, or I wouldn't want to say celebrating it, but this year was my first Mother's Day without my mother. So I was commemorating that, what I was going through. But I couldn't load the video up. So now I'm outside relaxing. It's really beautiful out here. Nice scenery, nice people, nice night. Enjoying the night life in a nice safe spot. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm trying to put tags on the video I just uploaded, my first video about red flags. So I put the title up before I added the description. I got one viewer so far. If you want to help me with my content creation and help me as I try to become monetized and become big time, you can say you knew me when. You can say you knew Eccentric Spirit when she wasn't even showing her face. If you want to donate, you can donate on my Cash App. It's $ECCENTRICSPIRIT, Eccentric Spirit. Now I'm looking on my little laptop here. This content creation is no joke. I have a new found respect for the content creators. You don't understand how hard it is until you actually have to do it. Everybody's always claiming it's easy. Usually the people that's claiming it's easy are the content creators that have been doing it for years. Oh, it's easy. And basically they tell everybody it's easy because they want more people to come to the party. But it's BS. It's a lot of technical stuff. It's a lot to it. The algorithms. And you just have to get in where you fit in and start working on it. This is a nightmare. So I know earlier I had created some tags for my red flags video. And so I'm trying to find that as I'm talking to you now. But woo, this is a hot mess. And my Wi-Fi is so slow. I had to come outside and get this company's Wi-Fi. Their Wi-Fi a little faster than mine. It's beautiful out here. Oh, if you can find a nice crime-free, I won't say completely crime-free area, but a nice area where you can relax, be around people, and you don't have to worry about somebody bopping you upside your head. God bless you. Let's see here. No, I did mine. Let me see here. I Got my red flags video tags. There we go. Uh-oh, I just got a pop-up for Hassan Campbell. I watch him. I watch a lot of content creators, so it's going to be hard for me really. I'm not going to be really commenting or saying anything negative about people because it's like having kids or siblings and picking who's your favorite kid or your favorite one. You might have your favorites, but you're not going to be telling people. You're not going to be picking one kid over the other. You love all your kids for different reasons. So I love content creators for different reasons. Let me see, I got a pop-up here. Hassan Campbell. Coral puts Hassan Campbell on the hot seat over Fat Joe. I ain't watching that. I don't got time for that. Okay, let me do my red flags tags. Okay, let me see here. Trying to put my tags here. I think I gotta do a hashtag first. So my first one's gonna be red flags exposed. Then my next one, relationship red flags. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I believe it's the 18th that Quavo is releasing his tribute for Takeoff. I can't wait. I'm hoping midnight on the East Coast it drops. Unless I read the information wrong. It'll be like a little birthday present to me. My birthday was on Monday. It's been really difficult. If you're a Migos fan, you already know how hard it's been. Losing Takeoff was a shocker. I still haven't gotten over it. And what's amazing to me, okay, first of all, I'm a big Migos fan. My favorite Migo is Quavo. After Quavo, Takeoff, and then Offset. Only because, I don't know about you, but, remember when Offset was in jail? Yeah, so for a while, you just saw Quavo and Takeoff promoting everything, And then you had to wait for Offset to get out of jail. So, I like Offset, but my favorite Migo is Quavo. And I've just been very proud of Quavo because he experienced something very traumatic. We all seen it play out on the internet. It's horrific. The court trial hasn't begun yet. And, for the most part, I give him an A- for the way he's carried himself. I mean, I feel Takeoff would be proud of him, He's done really a fantastic job at representing Takeoff. It was horrible to watch him grieving, listening to all those songs, watching the tributes, everybody complaining, all in the mix, picking on him. Everybody got an opinion. This stuff playing out all on the internet. It's just been horrific. And I just feel Quavo has done a good job considering the circumstances. Just trying to, just keep going and represent Takeoff, And I think Offset's done a good job too. But like I said, Quavo's my favorite Migo. And, he was there when Takeoff was murdered, And he does everything they tell you to do. Like a lot of the lawyers, the investigators, they tell you can't talk about it. It can jeopardize the case. So whatever you know, whatever you've seen, you can't talk about it. You're a witness. And so, I appreciate the fact that Quavo wasn't out here talking, giving interviews and all of that. Representing, moving on with his life the best way he knows how. Being there for his family, fans, friends, I don't know if I would have been able to do it. I know I had a complete meltdown when my mom passed away. she was sick and stuff, but when she actually passed away, I lost it. I had a mental breakdown. So I don't know how people do it. I'm sensitive. And let me tell you, there's nothing out here. Everybody talks that mental health jazz, but there's really nothing out here when you have a breakdown. Unless you got some money. Everybody talks a good game until you need some help. And I lost everything. So I'm starting over, rebuilding my life. I'm not even working right now. And the last time I had a job was in 2012. And let me tell you, the resources that were available to you in 2012 and what's available to you in 2022 and 2023, what's available to you today, completely different. I don't know how people are making it out here. Basically, if it wasn't for the churches, and I would mainly say the churches. If it wasn't for the churches doing outreach, helping people out, giving back, doing the food pantries and all that, I wouldn't be alive. The churches and the church members pulled me through. And I'm talking about churches from all denominations. They're out here doing a lot of great stuff. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for the churches. So my mom passed away the end of July 2022. And while I was in the middle of having my breakdown and my mental breakdown and losing everything and grieving and having family and friends look at me like snap out of it and go back to work, when I couldn't snap out of it and go back to work, I couldn't eat. I was grieving horribly. And then I looked up one day and I'm online. And I'm using free Wi-Fi. I'm a big fan of free Wi-Fi. And I'm online. And the news started coming through. I believe this was November the 1st. About Takeoff. And I'm like, oh, they gotta be lying. It's gotta be a hoax. And many people forget about this. But in the beginning, they said Takeoff and Quavo was shot. And some people were reporting that Takeoff was dead and that Quavo was rushed to the emergency room. And so in my mind, they were both goners. I thought Takeoff and Quavo got shot along with some other people that were at the bowling alley. And with me being in my catatonic state about my mom, I was thinking negatively. I was thinking Quavo wasn't going to make it. And then when unfortunately, if it wasn't for the people that were taking pictures and video of what was going on, that's when I realized, oh, Quavo didn't get shot. There he is right on the internet, screaming and hollering and calling out Takeoff's name. And I remember all the flack Jason Lee got, But it's weird. Everybody handles bad news and grief differently. So, I've been watching Jason Lee when he was overweight, So I knew Jason didn't mean it the way it sounded. When he was like, oh, man, I never got a chance to interview him. I know he didn't mean it like that. But, people went off on him. And I was just in shock. And like I said, I had been grieving my mom. I was losing everything. My family didn't know what to do. My friends didn't know what to do. My colleagues didn't know what to do. Not only was I mentally breaking down, I was physically getting sick because I couldn't eat. I wasn't taking care of myself. And the last thing I needed to do was watch that video over and over and over again. Them gunshots going off, Takeoff body laying there. I didn't believe it. I thought it was a hoax. And so I'm online seeing if it's true, and all that video was coming out. And I kept watching it over and over and over again, doing like a lot of fans were doing, trying to see what happened. Who shot who? Why did this happen? It didn't seem real. And what I realized is I just traumatized myself all over again, over and over and over again. We as human beings are not meant to watch graphic violence like that over and over again. It's not good for you. You can become desensitized to violence. You suffer post traumatic stress disorder. It's not good to watch over and over again. And by the time I realized I had watched it too many times, it was too late. I was just glued to the internet. I'm not eating, I'm grieving. And, when you lose someone, I lost my mom. I'm a big Migos fan. I'm like, Takeoff was the quiet, chill one. How did this happen? You know? I'm like, what is going on with the world? And so what it does, it just depresses you even more. It got so bad. My depression got so bad, I had to stop watching the news. I had to stop watching the news. I had to check out all the crime going on. I had to mentally check out. I just thought the world was coming to an end. Like every time you turn on the news, something's happening. Somebody's getting shot, somebody's getting kidnapped, somebody's missing, all this domestic abuse going on. Men killing women, women killing men. I'm like, yo, I wasn't eating. Oh, I started to lose weight, but not by choice. Wait a minute, can you see my little New Balances? I got big feet. Let me move my feet. Yeah, you're not going to see me because I look a hot mess. I'm still recovering, getting my life together. And I can't snap out of it. A lot of people thought I could just snap out of it. They like, life is life and people die. Snap out of it. It's weird what people say to you when you're grieving. Some people say the most inappropriate stuff. It's unbelievable. They call themselves helping you out. They're not helping you out with one thing. They're making it worse. And people surprise you. People you expect to be there for you are not there for you. People you don't expect to help you. So it's really interesting. Yeah, it's a little tricky out here doing content creation. I'm out in public, people walking by. They looking at me like, what's she doing? Yeah, so I'm excited for Quavo to listen to this tribute album. I'm just really excited that, he's a musician. I just want to hear how he processes everything through the music. Hoping we get justice for Takeoff. I'm praying we get that. In the beginning, I was like really upset. Like, why is all this horrible stuff happening? But it's lifing. You just got to process it and move on. I will be talking about my journey in future videos. Like I said, I lost everything last year after my mom died. And let me tell you, 2012 is not the same as 2022. The last time I was unemployed was in 2012. The government has basically abandoned us. I hate to get political, but our politicians, be them Democrats, Republicans, Independents, whatever they are, they're rich, entitled, and out of touch. The churches and Americans doing acts of kindness on their own are saving Americans like myself, people struggling, people with issues, people grieving. They are the ones that are saving America. It's not the government. I tried to get food stamps. They had the nerve to tell me I didn't qualify. They kept looking at the money I made when I was working, and I'm telling them I'm not working now. Then I thought I could get medical. Obamacare, what a joke. I had so much trouble, I still don't have medical. I'm like, where the free Obamacare at? It's a big old joke. Now, in my next video, I'm going to talk about going to a clinic today. I don't even know if it was a clinic. I think it was a clinic. But they're telling me whoever's helping me out, they want to know how much money they make if I want to get some health care through them. Excuse me. I don't think the person that's helping me right now wants me to tell all their financial business. It's unbelievable. They're drowning themselves. They're broker than I am. It's crazy how your broke friends will help you out quicker than your friends with money. We'll talk about that later too. But I kept seeing this flyer about free AIDS tests. And if you don't know, the rate of HIV and AIDS is increasing among young people. I knew it was a 99% chance I didn't have it. So I finally took the test today, took the rapid test, and I'll do a video about that and what you can expect if you take an HIV AIDS test today. They give you some education about AIDS and HIV. It was very interesting. I've never taken an HIV or AIDS test before, and I've had no reason to take one. I know I was sick back in the day, and the doctors thought I might have cancer, and as they were trying to rule out all the problems with me, I think one of the doctors on the down low gave me an HIV test, and I know that came out negative. But a lot of times at these sites where they test for HIV and AIDS for free, a lot of people assume they don't have it. So, I went in there mentally prepared. I said it's a 99% chance I don't have it. But just in case I do, I'm just going to have to handle it. So I'll do a video about that, what you can expect, and why it's important for you to get tested, not only for HIV and AIDS, but I think they got like 8 to 10 sexually transmitted diseases or whatever you should get tested for. I think they got like a panel, a 10 plus AIDS. I got to look back into my research. But, with Roe v. Wade being overturned and all this stuff going on, you need to know your status. You need to know your body. You need to know what's going on. Health is wealth. And if you're not healthy mentally, spiritually, socially, emotionally, physically, sexually, financially, it can be a nightmare. It's no joke out here. Okay, so let me see. So right now I'm outside. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm adding tags to my first video. I'm eccentric spirit. I got red flags exposed, relationship, red flags. Oh, these tags are something else. I'm supposed to do these tags to get people, into your topic, but woo, it's a hot mess. Ignoring red flags. Then I gotta do my other hashtag. I wanted this to be a video or an audio, because you're not going to be looking at me. You just see my little sneaker there. You're not going to see me because I look a hot mess. Now, if you want to contribute to me getting a makeover, you can contribute to my Cash App, which is Eccentric Spirit. So that's the $ECCENTRC SPIRIT. I got Venmo and PayPal, but I don't know how to do all that. We're cooking in the kitchen while we're building it. So let me see. We got red flags exposed, relationship red flags, ignoring red flags. Then we have seeing red flags. Hopefully you can hear me with all the noise out here. The kids are enjoying their summer before it's time to go back to school. Before Labor Day, everybody's trying to get it in. Another hashtag I'm doing is love blindness. I'm going to be talking about everything. It's basically going to be an entertainment channel and a comedy channel. I'm calling it an entertainment and comedy channel. It's going to be sprinkled with a lot of education, but the reason I'm doing entertainment and comedy, because when you try to do the serious stuff, that's when you get all the people wanting to sue you. I got a lot of stuff on my mind that I'm going to be getting out. And, come join me for the journey. It won't be boring. I got another video I want to do Basically, I want to know, are you Prince Charles, or have you ever been Prince Charles in a relationship? Have you ever been Kevin Hunter in a relationship? Or have you ever been, I think his name is Ken Do Isaacs? I like to call him Mr. Ken Don't. That's Mary J. Blige's ex. Have you ever been these men in a relationship? I will be talking about that. I also have a video I'm working on about Jordan Poole, the demise of Jordan Poole on the Warriors. I'm a big Warriors fan, and we talk about all the mistakes Jordan Poole made and what young basketball players need to do to keep their head in the game and become successful. You know, what's the blueprint? What's the roadmap? You're having more money than ever, and you have to keep your head in the game. And unfortunately, Jordan Poole didn't do that. And a lot of people like to blame Draymond Green, but I have a different take on it. I actually believe, I actually blame the beginning of Jordan Poole's demise with Steph Curry. So I'll have an interesting take on that. I was supposed to watch Underrated, but I've been so busy I haven't had a chance yet. But as soon as I get a moment, I will be, I guess what they call it, when you watch it, and I will be critiquing the documentary and telling you what I liked about it and what I didn't like. But usually I like everything Steph Curry does. I'm a big Steph Curry fan. So I will be critiquing basketball. And unfortunately, some basketball players will not be happy. Which is great because you can't see my face. You don't know what I look at like. So if I ever get some money to go to basketball games again, you won't be able to see me. Oh, it's a beautiful night tonight. So I got Love Blindness as another tag. Let's see, we're winding down on my 30 minutes. My videos at this point won't be more than 35 minutes. Because when I try to do these hour videos, it's just not working. Minimizing red flags is my next tag. But yeah, I've been really proud of Quavo. Really proud of him. Hey, like I said, I'm grieving. It's not easy. It's a process. People say the wrong things to you. You just have to deal with it. You know, everybody grieves differently. I'm learning that the hard way. And you know, you just have to live your best life. And I'm not apologizing to anybody. This is me. I grieve the way I grieve. I'm not a robot. And I'll get my life together when I get my life together. So hopefully I'll get some fans and you'll be on a journey with me. It's a self-improvement and rebuilding my life. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going to add some more. They're going to let me add more. Look at it. I think I messed up. Let me see if I go back. Let me see if they'll let me add some more tags. Let me see. Look at that. I got to start all over. Trying to do two things at once. I messed up. Trying to multitask. They tell you not to multitask because you can't concentrate. You can't concentrate on more than one thing at once. But I'm a multitasker. So I'm doing it my way. Frank Sinatra style. But yeah, I can't wait to listen to the music. I'm going to be up all night listening to Quavo's music. Did you guys see Praise This with Quavo and Chloe Bailey? That was great. I wanted them to hook up. I really did. I like them as a couple. But sometimes it's better to be friends than be in a relationship. And I think he's seeing somebody else. So, us women, we be all in the mix. Yeah, I was hoping. I liked him and Sweetie together. I was hoping it would work out, but it didn't. That's the way it is. Life, and relationships work. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But I'm really excited. It's been a while coming. Before you know it, November 1st be here. We'll be on the 1 year anniversary of Takeoff passing. And hopefully the person responsible or people responsible for his murder, they get convicted. We get justice. Justice for Takeoff. I was, like most Migos fans, I was so relieved when Quavo and Offset performed, and it seemed like they patched some things up. I was so relieved. It is nice out here. I wish I had some money. I'm not a drinker, but there's a place out here where at 10 o'clock at night they have happy hour. And they have a nice margarita. And I'm telling you, I could use a margarita right now. It's a good thing I'm not really a drinker. I do have a video coming out about churches and how they've been giving back and saving America. Thank God for the churches and the outreach they've been doing for the community. And I do have a video coming out about food pantries. I had used a food pantry briefly in 2012 when I was unemployed last. Before getting unemployed last year, 2022, after my mom passed away, I was unemployed in 2012. Got caught up in some mess. Got accused of some stuff I didn't do. It was a nightmare. And again, you don't find out who has your back until your back is up against the wall. And then what was interesting was when I reached out for help in 2022, I had some people coming at me about some stuff that went down back in 2012. I said, this is crazy. It's interesting how people view you, how they see you. I'm a workaholic. I was busy working, minding my business. But I had people tripping on that. Like, I haven't heard from you. Well, I haven't heard from you either. And you knew where I was at. I was busy working. You knew what was up. People be tripping. But I'd rather know where I stand with somebody than not know. And so I learned the hard way who got my back and who don't. And a lot of people claim, oh, you helped me, you did this, you always had my back, I got you. And they drop you like a hot potato. And then what I found out too, which was really sad to find out, it's a lot of people struggling out here. It's a lot of people in pain, a lot of people broke, and they're broken. A lot of people hurting. There's a lot of mental illness out here. Everybody talk that mental health jazz, like, oh, we're all here for mental health. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's really bad out here. So, you got the drug addicts, the alcoholics, the gamblers. You got the mentally ill. You got the homeless. You got the con artists out here. I've been played. I've been conned. And I'll be doing some stuff on identity theft and how to protect yourself, and how when things happen to you, whether somebody takes your name or your address, everybody looks at you like you're boo-boo the dummy. They either think you're lying and trying to get some money or trying to get some help, even the banks, you on your own, or they think you're a fool for getting conned and getting played or getting taken advantage of. A lot of times it's people close to you or people you let into your circle that rip you off, take your identity, It could be more than your name. It could be your address. So I'll be talking about that too. That's very interesting. You know, I got played by somebody I trusted, a guy, and by the time I figured out what was happening, it was too late. So what was interesting is I got played right after 4th of July. I found out maybe like July 8th of last year that I got taken advantage of. I got conned. And the bank's looking at me like, they're giving me a lecture, but they're saying it's on me. And everybody assumes the banks will help you and all that. The bank's looking like, we ain't investigating all this. This is on you. This is your mess. You should have known better. They act like they was going to do an investigation. They didn't do anything. They held me responsible. And I didn't like that. I talked to maybe one nice person from the bank. Everybody else was just like, hey, it's on you. We not investigating this. And then I would say, I found out on the 8th or the 9th I got taken advantage of. And I was mad at the bank because they didn't catch it. They should have red flagged it, talking about red flags. And then 20 days later, I found out my mom died. And so I was like, oh, this is just a nightmare. And so, you got family and friends, people oh, just do a GoFundMe. I did do a GoFundMe, but nobody was interested in my GoFundMe. I think it got $10. That was it. So I'll be talking about that too. Very interesting. And I'll be helping people as I do my research, how you can protect yourself and help yourself and get back on your feet after your identity's been stolen. And how it just doesn't happen once. It keeps happening. So again, I'm outside relaxing, chilling, trying to do my videos. Coming up on it to, wait a minute, my time's running out on this video, so I gotta sign out. Again, I'm Eccentric Spirit. If you wish to support me, you can cash at me any amount of money at $ECCENTRIC. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Peace.